A market briefing for XAU. Market briefing for XAU. First things first, clear all the noise out and go to your daily, probably your 4 hours, depending. Go to your daily and still mark where the market is reacting from, which is this zone. Same zone market is reacting from. To mark the low, in case market eventually takes out this low. If market eventually sweeps out liquidity from this low, that means it's a big move to the upside before the continuation. So we're focusing on this area again. So you have breakout structure to the downside, you have a sweep, market swept to this low. Where is the low? The final low after the sweep is this. After this sweep, market pushed up. This is the high. But this was taken out more like a break of structure. Market came back within the other block zone and it has also been reacting on that zone for months now. Should be for months or for days. And for days, it has been reacting from this zone too. It has been reacting for days. So let's go and go to 4 hours. So you can see overall, from daily market was bearish. It was until it got to a particular demand. After that, there was a push up, breakout structure on 4 hours. You can say this is a sweep. After the sweep, market took out the BOS. And as usual, anytime a BOS is taken out, and it came with a sweep, it's a good sign. So this is first break. Remember, I told you guys from 4 hours up, I consider week as also a break of structure. From 4 hours up. You understand? Then internally also, the lower time frame internally, I consider weeks as also break of structure internally. So we have another break of structure here. Market is pushed down, pushed up again. This is a tiny break. Yeah, this is a tiny break though. We have this break to the downside, a push up, a push down again. Okay. A break to the downside, another break to the downside, another break to the downside. Remember, these ones now are happening mostly internally within this swing, because this is the swing we are working with now. The major swing. We have major swings, we have minor swing. This is happening within this major swing now. So you know, based on the premium and discount zone, if market enters within here, we look for buy. If it's there, we look for sell. Till that zone is broken and the rest. So this was the last sweep, which gave us break to the upside internally. That is one. So after that break to the upside, we can run our discount and premium zone. So within this zone, we looked for buy. What buys will you be looking for? You'll be focusing on the demand zones, fair value gaps that are within the zone. So where are the demand zones, where are the fair value gap, and the rest. There's a fair value gap here. There's a demand which is within the equilibrium zone, fair value gap again, which has been mitigated a little. Then the demand again, which market came, tapped on the demand, which the demand aligned with the trend line liquidity. Remember the low after a trend line liquidity is taken out, market should be able to move up to 90% of that trend line. So if we should calculate this move now, let me check. It's not up to 90% though. So we should expect the move to at least reach this zone. I want to say it's up to 90% of the pre. So what are the ranges we are working with now on this time frame? There are two ranges we are working with apart from this major zone, which we know is the ultimate range. This is the first range. Change the color to it at this. This is another range. So anything happening should be focused within this range. So where is the market coming from here? That's what you ask yourself. Where is the market coming from? This move down now, where is it? What caused the move down? We have a fair value gap here. Then we also have the supply zone here. So basically, the market reacted from this supply zone. Because there was a break to the downside, a little break to the downside. But this break was not valid because it's not efficient. But at the same time, market chose to play it out correctly. The market tapped into this supply zone and is currently dropping. But because of where market is coming from, I don't think it has enough momentum to take out this low. I don't think it has enough momentum to take out that low. Let's just play. Let's see where market goes. So let me see if I will see any possible demand areas here. Okay. In 1 hour, we still have a demand zone here, which will likely hold price. We also have a demand zone here. So for the bullish move, the market continue dropping. I will expect to see maybe a reaction on 5 minutes here. If I should get a reaction on 5 minutes here, because all this move, that liquidity resting here, this can serve as an inducement of liquidity, structural liquidity for this zone. This too can serve as a liquidity for this zone. So if the market keeps dropping, if it gets there, and I go to 5 minutes and see a change of character or see other confirmations, I should be able to buy. But if there is no confirmation, I won't be buying. I should be waiting for market to come to this zone. The market drops to this zone, and I see confirmation, I should be able to buy. Remember, this is for educational purposes and is not any sort of financial advice. So do with the information as you want. So we also have the next supply zone we have is this. So let's just say market reverse from here now. The market reverse from here now, without tapping here or tapping here, I should be expecting another reaction here, a confirmation, and a sell down to this zone. Or the momentum now should push market to the last demand zone before it move. So basically, this is what I'm looking out for. And I'll show you. Of this being recorded. Then for EU has the same analysis from day one. Since we started the morning analysis, I told you that EU should be able to take out this low and this lows. But majorly, you should be able to take out this low. So based on you taking out this low and this low, you see a confirmation entry, you see an entry, you do what? You play it, just like I'm playing now. So I've been holding this position since yesterday, and it's playing out quite well. So if this is taken out, then I should actually expect this to be taken out. So watch out for the continuation sell towards this zone. Once EU breaks this zone, you watch out for a continuation to join the sell towards this particular zone. That is that for EU. And I wouldn't be checking BTC today because I'm not trading any BTC pair. So I'll be taking one pair from you guys. So which pair would you want me to look at? Go ahead. Which pair would you want me to look out for you guys? Anyone? Should we call it a day?
Size
Yes, you said what?
GBPUSD.
Okay, okay. All right. Let's go to GU. You might be asking me which indicator do I use. I believe I'm using my PC today, so you should be able to see the indicators there. But remember, if you're following me throughout, you notice that all these indicators, I use them for solely for confirmation and not for analysis. After my analysis, when I'm done with everything, that is when I go ahead and put them to see if they will boost my confidence a little. They are not part of my analysis. They are just there for just the moral support. You understand? So you could use any of them, but use them wisely. As usual, go to daily. So I'm trying to pick out something. Join you guys soon. So from daily, let's just look at the story from daily. Daily seems interesting. So welcome to GU market briefing for today. So from daily time frame, we have a break to the downside. Break to the downside. After this break, we have a sweep. Okay, sweep to this low. Huge stop gave us a break to the upside, but it was not efficient. This move wasn't efficient. So the market kept on going. Then we got this. This shows us that on daily time frame we are bullish. This shows we are bullish on daily time frame. So basically, you now ask yourself, you now use your yarn box. The market is within your zone now. You now ask yourself on daily time frame, what are the demand zone that I should be watching out for on this daily time frame. On daily time frame, we have just one demand zone, which is here, which is the extreme POI. This extreme POI is within the protected zone. So from this now, you know that market can sell from here and keep on selling till it gets to this zone. Because no other point we are seeing here, no other zones, just this demand zone or this flip zone. Which has already been mitigated by all these reactions. You can see here, has already been mitigated. This fair value gap has already been mitigated fully. So the only zone we are looking at, the only zone we are seeing is this zone. So with that said, you can drop to 4 hours. The 4 hours, we play price and see where price is coming from. So basically, market pushed up, great momentum. After everything, it took out this low, 4-hour low. It took out this one too. Had a push up within this zone, within this A-shaped zone. If you're my student, you understand what A-shape and V-shape mean. So within this A-shaped zone, there's a reaction that continued with the sell. So all these zones now are liquidity areas. The major zone which we're expecting to see market reaction from is here. So even if we get a pullback, the pullback we should be getting should be a reaction within this zone now. So even if we should buy, market will likely push up towards this zone and might even go up further before we push down to get to this zone. So the only zone I'll be looking to, either buy most of the times market tends to be manipulative. So you can see with these red, green zones, these zones are possible zones market can reverse from. They are possible zones, but the high probability zone market will reverse from is here. This box is the high probability zone. So, but in the meantime, with me knowing where the market is heading to now and where the market is going to, and the possible chances of market reversing from here, what I would do is I would go to 5 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes better. 15 minutes is usually better for you to follow the market. You follow the market on 15 minutes time frame. Get a detailed confirmation before you now go to 5 minutes for your entry. Get a detailed confirmation. I'm saying 15 minutes. This is a major swing. This is a major low. I'm saying market is coming to take out the low. So there is no confirmation for buy. You flow with the market. You keep on going. You keep on flowing with it. If you see an entry for sale, you enter because sales are high probability based on where the market is coming from. You sell and you flow with price. The price gives you a reversal confirmation within these zones, especially within this box. If you see reversal confirmation, then you can now buy. Understand? But that is it for GU. So let's look at one interesting fact today. Have you ever asked yourself, what are the ways I could go from zero to becoming successful in trading?